Shepherd is picked to repeat as Mountain East Conference champs in the preseason coaches poll. Again, the Rams had a historic season last year, going undefeated in the MEC, earning the top seed in Super Region 1, and again advancing to the quarterfinals in the NCAA playoffs, led in part by numerous outstanding seniors. On offense, Shepherd will welcome back 7 starters and a significant offensive weapon in first-team All-MEC kicker Ryan Earls. Please welcome, starting his 28th season at Shepherd, Monte Cater.
Reed, I appreciate everything and all the things that your staff, good hands, all the things that your staff does, and and having a chance to go ahead and put our conference out there and have us have some opportunities to be known throughout the country. I want to go ahead and introduce the 3 young men that I've got with us today. 2 of our offensive linemen, all 3 of these guys were able to go ahead and make all conference teams last year. But Isaiah Shelton is our left tackle. A great year last year. Hussam Mori's our center. Levi Barber's an outside linebacker. And I did also have one of our coaches, Logan Williams, works with our defense. He's with us today too. So I do want to mention, since I ended up with Logan, is I've got as good a staff as you're going to find in Division II. And I would challenge anybody to come and see how hard those guys work. And I know we all have them, and we're all going to stand up for them. Fortunately, I've had a chance to go ahead and keep our staff, for the most part, together for a lot of years. And I don't know anybody that's more fortunate as a head coach to have the group that I get to go to work with every day than I am. So I do want to mention those. I want to welcome the media. I appreciate this. This is so much different than some of the old days when maybe we had one camera going and stuff like that. But this is tremendous and makes it feel just a little bit more like the big event that it is. And we're all excited with the second year in this league. Before I get into some odds and ends here, and I'm not going to take a lot of your time, I want to talk about the strength of our conference. Now, if you go ahead and look at it from top to bottom, and almost all of our coaches have talked about every week is going to be a challenge, and I'll guarantee you it is. And we were able to get through the conference last year without a loss, but you look at a 7-point win against Urbana, you look at a shootout, fortunate win in the last game of the season with Concord, a lot of ball games that we were challenged, and that's with the best defense we probably ever had, who's led the nation in rush defense for like 3 years. It is a tremendous conference, and it's exciting to go to work every day, but you're going to get challenged, and if you're not ready on Saturdays, you're going to have a chance to put one in the wrong column. So I do want to go ahead and mention that. There's a great bunch of people that are up here. I know that we all want to get after each other on Saturdays, but it is a good group, and I'm proud to be a part of it. We're going to lose 18 seniors. A lot of those losses are going to be on the defensive side of the football, and everybody's glad they're gone but me, at least the guys that are sitting up here. But, it was a great group, and you hate to do that, especially with linemen. I still think linemen are some of the toughest people to go ahead and recruit. We lose all 4 of the defensive linemen. Fortunately, we're going to go ahead and have a number of other defensive players back. So that cupboard's not bare, and our guys are wanting to prove that we can still have a good defense without some of those guys that got an awful lot of attention not being with us this coming fall. Offensively, we do have a lot of people back. I'm counting 9. So we get back a couple of wide receivers that were outstanding. Billy Brown was our best receiver 2 years ago. Couldn't play last year because of a knee surgery. Dalton Boyd is back, one of our fastest receivers, and broke a foot in the second game of the season. So we're going to have both of those guys back. We're going to have 3 out of 5, including 2 of the fellows that are here. 3 out of the 5 offensive linemen will return, a tight end, and 2 as good of running backs as we've had a chance to go ahead and have. Guys that shared 25 touchdowns and about 2,000 yards between them, and you can count either one of them as a starter, even though Allen was the first team and Jabri was the second team. But really good depth there, and I think we had another player who has great speed that was not eligible last year, and hopefully have a chance to give us another shot in the arm there. So I think we've got some good people back on offense. We're going to have to be a little bit more productive than we were last year, not think about the defense, keeping everybody from able to run the football and having to throw. Those are great things to have happen, but I know we're going to be better defensively. We have to be better offensively, and that's going to be one of those big challenges that we're going to have. Special teams, I know Reed mentioned having Ryan Earls was the all-conference kicker. We also had an All-American return young man in C.J. Davis, who was a freshman, but it's just exciting. We've had some good ones with James Ruth and some other people, Deontay Steele, but I think he's going to have a great career too, and he got off to a great start this past year. So The recruiting class, I think, is very strong. We're excited about them. Not a lot of transfers, a couple, but a very, very strong group of freshmen. And obviously that's been our focus for the most part, is trying to get those guys that we're going to have 4 or 5 years, as opposed to, trying to go ahead and get the transfers who want a lot more money than we have to give. That's supposed to have been funny. The travel for us this year will be the most challenging we've ever had in all the years that I've coached. It really is. We're going to have to go. Our shortest trip, for example, will be 4 hours. It didn't sound like a lot, but that's the shortest one, and we're going to get up around 6 or 7. So we're going to get challenged that way this year too. And but you've got to go ahead and meet those challenges. Again, I'm shocked that we're picked to finish first because of the losses that we have. But we like the idea of that challenge, and I know our guys have worked very, very hard. Whether it's getting the recruiting class, whether it's our guys in the winter. We've got some great leadership on this football team, and we're excited about what we have to face here just in a few weeks as far as that first football game up at West Liberty. So we appreciate, again, everybody being here today, and we appreciate the opportunity that we've got to go ahead and share some of the stuff we have at Shepherd. But, again, appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.